have you always been, because you're an artist, so have you always been into music, or how did that kind of start?
So I've always been into music, and I remember like when I was a kid, man, I used to I had a rhyme book, and I used to write songs with no beats. Like I would just write verses and hooks all day, and I told myself, I was like, man, when I get older, I'm gonna find beats to these and like make songs. And I ended up losing that rhyme book.
Oh man,
devastated me, man. So I always been like creative with writing. I've always been a good writer too. Like, you know, growing up in school, I always got like A's in writing class or whatever. Dang. So I knew how to write. I guess song structure was like the area of opportunity. And when I got to college, you know, I went to Full Sail for show production. So I was like into like the live production side. I was just fascinated with audio boards and stuff like that. So that's what I went to school for.
Very dope. And,
you know, during that time frame, I got exposed to, you know, like recording studios. And I'm like, yo, this is amazing. Like this gear is beautiful. And like my cousins, you know, one of my cousins actually had a rap group back when we were kids. And I was like, man, I looked up to him. I was like, man, I want to be like y'all, you know, but I couldn't rap to save my life. Like my delivery was terrible. Like I ain't had no bars, no swag, no charisma, nothing. But I was dead set on doing it. And when I got to college, I thought I was doing something, but like my lifestyle wasn't matching what I was trying to put out. So it would never get off the ground. And it wasn't until I moved here, moved to Philly, when you know, things started to progress where like, all right, I guess God was like, okay, I could trust you with the content because now you're totally surrendered to me. And I just kept practicing and, you know, just got better and better at it.
So were you always trying to make Christian rap or like Christian based rap?
So yeah.
See, that's interesting because I feel like most, maybe not most Christian rappers, but a lot of Christian rappers don't know a lot. Like they don't know that that's a thing you can do. So it's kind of like, oh, I was trying to rap like the world, or like maybe I was trying to rap like the world, but leaving out the cuss words. But so you were always trying to make Christian rap. Did you always know that there was like a whole space for that type of thing?
Oh, for sure.
Really?
Yeah, I grew up listening to, you know, back in the day, it was Idol King, SFC, Soldiers for Christ,
wow,
DC Talk, Dynamic Twins. Then around early 2000s, my cousins introduced me to Cross Movement. And when they introduced me to Cross Movement, it was a rap. I'm like, yo, I was like, yo, I was like, what I was listening to before was dope, but this right here, yeah. And then that's when I was exposed to The Truth. You know, The Truth at the time was just coming out. You know, Lecrae and Trip Lee and Tadashi was in you know, embryonic stages. But yeah, so I knew it was a space the whole time because I grew up listening. My dad, you know, my parents were strict on what I was able to listen to. So, but my dad did have Christian hip hop. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, my friends are listening to, you know, DMX and all that. And I'm, you know, I'm listening to like T-Bone and Idol King and stuff like that, you know.
Yeah, I'm jealous because I feel like I'm, you know, I was mad late to Christian hip hop. I didn't know it was a thing until I had already started rapping. Really, I was already just I was already doing it. I just didn't know I was doing it. Like I rap about what I know, and I know I've always been a Christian. I know God. So without even intentionally doing it, I was making faith-based rap. And then I was like, wait, there's a whole thing. I remember talking to my mentor. I was like, there's a whole group of people that make music just like this. I'm gonna join this. But I would kind of wish.
I'm not gonna lie. So when I was younger, I would say like, you know how we all go through this identity crisis type thing when we're younger.
That's good.
Yeah, kind of like you don't want to be like
friends, indie friends.
Oh, okay.
So
do wonders like AI anomalies.
I know that, right? Saga, who was
rap on the same beats. You're definitely more lyrical. So like you're not.
I actually knew a guy in Miami that he was going to the same gym.
And I tweeted like last week that someday I'm gonna have a song with him. I don't know how it's gonna happen, but it's gonna happen.